All right. Sorry about the technical difficulties. But as I was saying, um, I worked in the area, so I'm familiar with that corner. I used to leave and go to lunch at the Wiener Schnitzel and also the little Jamaican restaurant right there across from the park. Um, we ran back and forth to the Home Depot damn near daily. So I frequent that intersection a lot. I also know that coming down that hill on LaBrea, you don't have to be on the gas to gain that speed. Even on, if you hit that corner and get off the gas, as you coming down the hill, you're going to probably hit about 40, 50 miles an hour. Just on downhill momentum. And they said the young lady was doing 80 miles an hour when she blew through the intersection and hit several cars. I seen the video from the gas station footage. The woman looked like she was doing a lot more than 80 miles an hour. I would probably clock her at a little more than 100 miles an hour, to be honest with you. Now, that being said, coupled with the fact that, like I said, coming down that hill already, whether you're gassing it or not, you're going to hit 45, 50 miles an hour. So her hitting 100 miles an hour is not unheard of coming down that hill. Here's the thing. There was no indication of braking at all. And unfortunately, 6 people lost their lives as a result of the young lady barreling through the intersection. Another 8 people were hurt. We're talking about a seriously horrific accident. I mean, cars immediately burst into balls of flame. Immediately. There was a baby that was ejected from one of the vehicles. And this is a very, very sad part of the story. 3 of the 6 people that were died came out of one car. It was an infant boy that was in the car seat. It was a pregnant mother and an unborn boy fetus that was in the mother. The young lady was actually en route to a doctor's appointment when the accident occurred. Every time I think about it, and the more I find out about the story, I just become really taken aback. I have kids. I have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, and I could not fathom the idea of them not being here, and especially expiring at such a violent event. The young lady that actually caused the accident, and we'll get into some information. I took some notes on who she is and where she's from, and a little information on her background. Her name is Nicole Lorraine Linton, and from public records that have been acquired, she is a registered nurse here in Los Angeles and also in Houston. So I'm not sure if that means she's a traveling nurse. Sometimes nurses travel, get assignments, and they'll work somewhere for a year, year and a half, and then they'll move to another area. So I'm not sure if this is the case with her or if she's actually in a position where she's living here permanently or living there permanently. Either or, she's back and forth between Houston and Los Angeles. I love Houston. I'm back and forth between Houston and Los Angeles. Like I said, I love Houston. But getting back to Miss Linton, there was a report from a young lady that said she was her friend that said that she had been drinking with friends prior to getting in the car and getting in the accident. They also brought up the fact that she had an argument with her boyfriend. Not sure if that means anything or plays anything into it, but that was also there, and her emotional state has to be taken into account as well. So anytime you have an unstable emotional state, also alcohol involved, it becomes a bad combination, a really bad combination. Ultimately, we here at the Compton Edition podcast want to send our condolences and prayers out to the families of the individuals that lost their lives. We want to send our prayers out to the individuals that may have been hurt as a result of the accident. I'm not sure if this is one of those things that we can look into and say, hey, this could have been avoided. Hey, there's a different way to go about this. I'm not exactly sure if that's the case. This is a situation where the young lady seemed to be upset and was drinking, and as a result, a lot of people expired. I seen an update on the news saying that the young lady was arrested Friday morning. She was at the hospital. They had her at Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center. So that means she's handcuffed to the bed while she's trying to recuperate and get back. Maybe the fact that she had been drinking resulted in the fact that she received moderate injuries as opposed to anything fatal. If you look at her car, everything from the front bumper to the glass was gone. Was gone. So for her to have moderate injuries after the damage that the car she was driving received was only a blessing by God. But a lot of times a person that's drunk, your body is a little more limber. You don't clench up, and as a result, you're able to absorb the impact of whatever impact that the accident has made happen. I don't know. I was just very disturbed by it. It was one of the most horrific accidents I've seen in a very long time, and it affected me. It makes you want to pay attention and look at your kids and give them a hug, and look at the people in your life and give them a hug and just let them know, hey, I love you. You know, I told my auntie I love her yesterday. She said, oh, I love you too, nephew. No, I don't need nothing. I don't want nothing. I'm just saying, things are happening fast in this world, and people are leaving us. And so we do need to take the time to acknowledge and embrace and celebrate the ones that are here in our lives and helping us make a difference and get to the next steps. The young lady who expired, the mother, her name was Ahiri Ryan. She was 23 years old. And the young lady's sister showed up to the accident site. I guess she got word, and so they were coming to confirm. And the young lady says she ran past the police barricade. And even though her sister had expired, she wanted to feel her energy one last time. I thought that was a very profound statement. You know, a lot of times people overlook the fact that we all have energy amongst ourselves, and it's that energy that keeps us going. And so for her to say that pretty profound to me. I believe that we do hold certain energy, and that energy is ours to pass on. I believe that we draw energy from our ancestors. We draw energy from our family members. We draw energy from our loved ones and our friends and family that are around us. So it's always important to keep positive energy around you so that you can send out positive energy and receive positive energy as well. Anyway, like I was saying, getting back to Compton, because this is the Compton Edition podcast, and we discuss anything and everything about Compton, but I did step off for a minute because I believe that accident was horrific enough to merit some time for us to speak on here. That being said, we're going to go ahead and bring it to a close. Just wanted to tap in and let you know that the Compton Edition is still here. We'll be firing up and getting back at it real soon now. So stay tuned. Follow us on Facebook. And we'll keep you involved. We'll be uploading the video to the Media Development YouTube channel. So follow us on the Media Development YouTube channel. Also, this show has been sponsored by Professional Freight Dispatch, LLC, where we find you loads that you can't. When you're out of town, you're on the road, and you're having a hard time getting out of Florida, Maryland, or some of those other states, Professional Freight Dispatch will get you out. Give us a call, check us out, and let us serve you so you can serve the country. And we're out. Compton Edition Podcast. Check us out on Facebook.